What's up, guys? How you all doing? Cosmic here. Today I wanted to just give you an update on where I'm at with the game and all of that jazz. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. What kind of started off, uh, it was supposed to be like a disastrous Christmas for World of Tanks. It's kind of getting there, I guess, so to speak. I have no plans on like walking out on the game just yet. No way, Jose. So I'll be here, you know, um, going forward, like with the YouTube vids. I don't know, and we shall see. Because I'm still adjusting to everything. You know, the brand new game. Because it is a brand new game. It's very different compared to what it was before. And with regards to the bugs and the fixes and the patches, we're definitely like I feel like we're 100% like not there yet. Are we there halfway? I don't know if we're halfway. We shall see. But I mean, it's heading in the right direction. I don't remember a time when the game was messed with so much, and it was attempted to be fixed using so much community feedback. It's like you feel like the community feedback is the driving force in trying to salvage, trying to fix the game, compared to what it was when it was like initially released, day one 6.0. um, I do, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm 100% enjoying it. Like I said, it's not there 100%. It does feel like sort of kind of like a brand new game, but like I said, mentioned before, we're not there yet, and it's very weird, it's very odd, and it's not the fact that we have these new commanders, and we have this the maps look different, the graphical update, this and that. I think the main difference is all the guns work now, which is just blows my mind, honestly. All the guns just work now, and yeah, I played the stockade, and my gun works. I hated that thing. The Glory IS-5, the Russian heavy tanks, the guns just work now. So if you wanna, I don't know. Is RNG gone now? I mean, it's not gone, but has it been mitigated? Has it been decreased? Has it? I just don't know. There's like a million and one questions every single time I play a game. I have like a million and one questions. But is this worth it? All this change just to have guns that work. When I kind of ask myself, well, I never ever played the stockade. I never ever played the IS-5. I liked how they looked. I liked the aesthetics of those tanks. I don't know why I'm talking about these two tanks. I guess because I literally just played them, and I got 3.5k damage first game, no problemo. Didn't even try, and I would struggle to pen free shots, in those things. But no problemo. So what's the problem? If you're playing in a tank and the shells are going where they're supposed to, and it's due to this update, so what's the problem? Well, I guess it's everything else, everything else, and then some. Like I said, long way to go. Like with some of the graphics are just like a little bit over the top. I haven't got a clue. Have they introduced the new filter or not? Is it? Is this it, or is this not it as far as the graphics are concerned? The foliage that they were talking about in the stream just before, the bushes and the leaves, they're a little bit over the top. Like if you're in like third person view, you have a tough time making out like A, where the enemy reds are, and B, sometimes you just like it's confusing, like where am I exactly? There's so many trees, there's so much leaves, and the smoke isn't seems to be an issue now. I was on Banana Road, and there's smoke on Banana Road, and it completely obscuring my vision. And I'm like, is this intentional? Did they mean for it to be this thick, this dense? You know, the wrecks of their tanks, the smoke is just, it's just black. And you know, I had like 2, 3 dead tanks in front of me. I couldn't see anything. So um, the commander system, I've gotten used to. You know, it's clunky, it's this, it's that, but 100% I've gotten used to the fact that you only get 9 skills. It's fine, it's enough. You know, I'm sure for a few tanks out there you need more, but 9 is kind of sufficient to run decent skills for a scout, for a medium, for a heavy. Of course, everybody would want more. I honestly, I don't get why people are complaining about the how they ground out 25 crew skills pre 6.0. I think beyond like the 10th, 15th skill, you know, they're all bloody useless. So what are we complaining about here? You know, useless skills. They're really part of it you never really got to use. But yeah, it is clunky. It is all over the place. It is glitchy. It does lag. It does, you know. But these are kind of minor things that kind of can be fixed later on, and all of that jazz. The thumbnails for the tanks are kind of ridiculous. Some of them are, you know, the pictures of the tanks are too small, too large, and but these like minor things, and there's lots of minor things, and tons of minor things, and yeah. But loading screen, you know, when you're in between battles, much better, much more nicer, modern. I always thought it looked like it was from the 360. It is from the 360. Just stuff. There's lots of stuff in there that's good. You know, it's better. But like I said, lots of stuff that needs to be fixed. Scoreboard at the end, a lot of confusion there. Where did my silver go? What did I use my silver on? And just lots of like minor things, but big things. I would say, you know, they introduced the red and green, which is great, but it needs to be brighter. I think it's too pale, and you still like look at reds off into the distance, and there's a little arrow pointing to the red tank, and it's tiny, it's minuscule. You know, it needs to be much more defined, stronger, larger. I don't know. You know, look at pre 6.0. That was sincerely a case of, if it's not broken, don't fix it. You know. So the mini-map location, I'm hoping that currently the system they have in place is just a band-aid temporary solution, because, you know, it 100% doesn't work for me. Now that the mini-map is larger, top left, works more so, you know. But the thing is, you know, if you look at my vids, I like to switch between the two, you know, compass, mini-map, back and forth, you know, depending on the situation I'm in. So I can't have it, I can't switch to compass, and then I want to switch back to square, and it kind of jumps down there. Then you know, it's just, every time you switch, it kind of, yeah, I'd like it to stay in one position, or you choose where that position is, and it just stays there, you know. So, but you know, the map is larger, which is great. It was way too small before, and you know, the features on the map are much more pronounced now. So, and the icons are not as large, and you know, ammo count needs to be addressed, and kill feed needs to be addressed. The icons for modules and crew members needs to be addressed. So there's so much, but like the important stuff they seem to be working on, and that is kind of cool, you know, I have to say. And I'm finally enjoying playing the game, you know, for like 3 days now in a row. It seems to be, oh, let me go and play this tank, and the gun works, and it always helps when the gun works, you know. But the thing is, if everybody's gun works, then what do you, yeah, it's kind of like, well, what's going to happen here, you know. So Um, but yeah, I am enjoying playing the game. I am actually looking forward to, when I come home. Prior to this, I would, like I said, I would get burnt out really quickly, and uh, the fact that all my guns are hitting their targets is kind of overriding the fact that I've been on this map like 5 times in the last 2 hours. They have the map pool is so tiny, and I'm hoping it's not going to take like 2 years to get us back to where we were, where we had a healthy amount of maps. And the toy map is in rotation. That is stupid, but what's wrong with a bit of stupid at Christmas time? There's nothing. It's not the end of the world. It's kind of like the shipment on Call of Duty back in the day. You get a stupid map and it's over and done with in 2 minutes. I can understand it might mess with people's marks of excellence and stuff like that, but that's kind of, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, it's positive. It is. I'm cautiously positive, I have to say. Because they do seem to be taking in everything that the community is saying and trying to implement it. And I'm hoping they won't say to certain things, "Nah, we want to keep this like this." The questions need to be asked. Why was a lot of stuff just implemented? Why did they have actual, like, I think I've mentioned this before, did they actually have meetings and somebody said, I'd like to change the kill feed to this, and what did everybody say? Did they say that's fine, or we trust you, or experienced players would have said to a lot of the changes, no, that's not going to work, no, that's not going to work, no, that's not going to work. So at these meetings, where were the experienced players? I'm not talking about you or I, but an experienced player would have recognised, making the mini map smaller is not a good thing. So it's kind of that those are the kind of questions I don't like asking, because I kind of don't want the answer to that, because I wonder. So yeah, so I'm cautiously optimistic. Um, I am enjoying playing the game. I am enjoying rediscovering a lot of tanks, like the Glory IS-5 and the Stockade. But and I don't, like I said, yeah. So GG's, I guess. GG's, and it's totally understandable how a lot of people reacted when this was initially released. Totally understandable that how a lot of people threw their controller through the window. But it is slightly different compared to day one, I would say. It is slightly different. These tiny little changes are making a hell of a difference. A big difference. Making the mini-map larger, reds and greens, all these little things, and yeah. So Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. I thought Christmas was going to be a disaster as far as all the tanks was going to be concerned. So yeah, Merry Christmas to you all, and I'll see you on the battlefield. GG's.